Hi everyone, welcome back. So it's been a long time since we've actually uploaded, and today I want to share with you guys what's been going on. I know that there's been people that see me on a daily basis and have asked me why I haven't uploaded, so I think that that's probably a question that many of you have, and I will share it with you guys. And first of all, I would like to thank all of you who have subscribed, followed us, shared, and commented. It means so much to us. Thank you so much for that. And we hope you keep enjoying our videos. We have so much in plan this year. And so anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead and jump into the big news. I think that many of you probably kind of already know. So we're expecting our second child, and I'm actually 15 weeks pregnant. I think by the time I upload this, I will be 15 weeks. And so people who have never been pregnant have told me, can you just tell me how many months? And so I'm close to 4 months. So I think I need like one more week and it'll be 4 months. So I get a lot of questions on what the gender is, how did we find out, and if we were planning. So I guess I'll start off with how we found out and if we were planning. So first of all, we were planning, and we started planning around the time when Michael turned 2, and we realized that Michael really did need somebody to play with. He started to become very friendly. At first, when Michael was around 1, he was a little shy, and we noticed that he needed to be closer to kids. And then we would take him to Sunday school, we would take him to different activities, to the library, and play areas, playgrounds like a Chick-fil-A, McDonald's. So yeah, definitely helped him a lot. And so we definitely saw the need for another child. But I want to share, this video is probably going to be a little long, but if you like to know, stay tuned. But anyway, my first pregnancy wasn't the worst, but it wasn't the best, I would say. Long story short, doctor just said, well, just know that you will most likely be going through the same things you're going through right now, and so just be aware and know, but we don't have to worry. We can always monitor and everything should be fine. I'm a Christian person, and to me, I feel like I need to ask God if it's okay for me to have a second child. So we prayed about it, and it seemed like God had answered us. And I remember I had this dream. I had a dream where I was pregnant with my second baby, and some like doctors and nurses were rushing, and I kind of felt like something wrong, or I was kind of like, I guess I was a little scared, and I didn't know what was going on. And I remember the doctor came to me and said, in the name of Jesus, and handed my baby. And everything felt so much like at peace. Everything felt so at peace, and I knew that everything was fine. And honestly, in that dream, I really just felt like God was speaking to me, and he was telling me to just trust him. And from that dream, I felt like, okay, so I think that's a little, like a little notice that it's okay for us to proceed and just think about baby number 2. So I had that dream about maybe a year and a half ago. And then when Michael turned 2, that was when me and my husband were thinking, okay, so I guess we can get ready for baby number 2. And something we talked about, we saw that maybe, okay, I think around this time is good. And so it took us 2 months. It took us 2 months to actually get a positive result. So we were at a baby shower, and I remember using the restroom more often than what I'm used to. And it really just felt like when I was pregnant with my son. And so to me, that was kind of like a symptom. And so I remember thinking, well, maybe I'm pregnant, but at the same time, we had gone 2 negative results before because it took us 2 months. So I thought, well, I'm not going to get too excited. Maybe I'm just thinking about it too much. Maybe I just drank too much water. And so when we got home, I just waited till the next day, the next morning. That's when they say it's best for you to take a pregnancy test. And so early morning, I took the pregnancy test, and it was positive. And I was very excited, but I also, I think I took 2 pregnancy tests. Yeah, I did take 2 pregnancy tests just to be right. And they both showed positive. So my husband was still asleep, and I remember just going to the table and started editing one of the videos. I can't remember which one, but I was editing something, and later on, when he was awake, I remember he walked into the room and said, I don't feel good. I am very nauseous, and I want to throw up. So to me, I had just so much going on in my head. I really just didn't know if to just share the news or wait until he felt better, or I really just didn't know. Also came into mind the day when, well, not the day when we found out we were pregnant with Michael, but I remember I was pregnant with my son, Michael, and I remember one day he just woke up. We already knew I was pregnant, but one day he woke up and said he felt nauseous. It was in my first trimester. He woke up nauseous and just wanted to throw up. And it was just one of those things where after he threw up, he felt better. And we never knew what was the reason, but I remember before that, we had spoken to a couple where the wife was sharing her husband used to get the morning sickness. And I'm not too sure if she also got the morning sickness, or it was just her husband, or if he had it for a few days, or if it was just a one-day thing. But I remember with Michael, that happened to my husband. And so we both thought it was probably because of the pregnancy, and we couldn't believe it because we just, I don't know, it was something that we just didn't really believe. And I guess it does happen. We never found out if it was because of Michael, like I said. But in this pregnancy, it was just so odd, and I really just didn't know, like, could it be because I'm pregnant? And maybe I should just tell him that it could be the reason why he feels that way. But anyway, I just decided to go and tell him. He was laying at the couch that time, and so I told him, like, I think I know why you're sick. And he was just like, kind of like, what are you talking about? And yeah, so I showed him the positive result. And I think he just had so many things going on at the time. He was just like, wait, what? And yeah, he was excited, but at the same time, he wasn't feeling well. And he just really had to throw up. So a few minutes later, he threw up and he was fine. So it didn't really hit us until we saw the baby on the ultrasound. And I'll talk about my symptoms in another video, and I'll do a little bit of comparison on how my first pregnancy was with Michael, and then I'll compare it to this baby, because I know that I've been getting questions about that as well. Every woman will be different. They say that every pregnancy is different too. So I'll definitely share that with you guys in a different video. We also know the gender, but we won't tell you just yet, because I think that deserves its proper video, and maybe kind of do something special, like a special video for you guys to watch, make it kind of like fun and all that. I also think it's also nice for when our baby is born and is able to watch their own video, because I see how Michael sometimes will search for my video. and just play his first birthday. He really likes watching himself on YouTube. It's one of his favorite things, believe it or not. And so anyway, yeah, going back to the symptoms, I'll share that in a different video, and also the gender reveal. I'll do something separate. And then what other question did I get? If you were planning, how did we find out? And I guess that's all, you guys. I really don't know what other questions you may have. If you have any other questions, maybe you can leave them on comments, and I'll be happy to answer any other questions. I think that this is all for today, and I want to again thank you, all of you, because you know, all of you who support our channel and obviously let us into your home, and you know, let us have little conversations like this one. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.